The language says approximately $25.75, and over the last several years, some workers have been paying more than the 25, and some have been paying less than the 25.
But this is the third year of a 3-year discussion on equating that out to the 75-25 as closely as possible.
It has been a discussion that's been going on for some time, yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
And
Thank you, Ms. McClure.
all right. What was discussed was not it being done at one time. Your bargaining team has put it squarely on your shoulders.
Thank
They
you, Ms.
said the
McClure.
board is who's responsible for this.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we are. Thank you very much. Next speaker, David Barnett, please.
Hello, I'm David Barnett. I'm a SEIU shop steward. And I came here today to show you all my little sticker here and to remind you that we are 2,600 members strong here in Mendocino County. We are united, we are organized, and you know, this healthcare increase, me personally, it hit me at 55% in increase. I got a 3% COLA, my paycheck went down by $4. This is just not right. We ask again that you stagger the realignment out over the next couple of years. When we talked about it in bargaining, it was to be implemented with the COLAs. The COLA was given to us over 3 years. The realignment was supposed to take place over the course of 3 years. So we ask that you again look at that and honor the agreement.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. No more speaker cards before us. I'll move on to the next item. That being item 8C, discussion possible action to appoint 2 supervisors to an ad hoc committee for the purpose of discussion, study, recommendation on issues related to the access BLM Cow Mountain Recreation Area. I sponsored this item to bring an ongoing discussion that's been before the board to address access problems related to the designation of Cow Mountain being a national off-road vehicle area. And my recommended action would be to create this ad hoc to continue those discussions and to further appoint Supervisor Smith, who has been working on this very diligently, and her coordination with Congressman Thompson, and also appoint Supervisor Delbar as the area representative for that area. So I'll go to comments from the board.
Support that.
Yeah, I support that. I don't think it needs any further discussion.
Support it.
Okay. So I guess by minute order, the action is to appoint 2 supervisors previously discussed to the ad hoc committee to discuss BLM access, et cetera. I do have a speaker card before we take a vote on that, though. Mr. Ron Epstein.
He's left,
He left.
unless I can't see him.
Okay, he was going to be speaking in favor of this, so I don't see a problem. Okay, so can I do this by minute order, or do I need a motion to create this ad hoc committee? Motion? Okay. It's been moved by Supervisor Delbar, seconded by Supervisor Koufax. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Okay, so ordered. Okay. County Council, any reports?
No.
And let's see, supervisor reports. Supervisor Pinchot.
Mr. Chair, I think I gave a pretty good rundown of our MCOG meeting yesterday. I don't think there's any sense in going into it any further unless David wants to comment on it.
No need to.
Okay. Any other supervisor reports? I have a couple of communications I'd like to bring before the board, and that is previously the clerk and myself and the CEO's office had scheduled February 12th for a discussion on certifying the EIR at Mill Creek. It's due to time frames and public noticing. It's not able to be brought forward on that date. We do have February 19th vacated as a regular meeting. In an effort to move this certifying the EIR along, I'd like to propose to the board that a special meeting be called for February 19th to address this single item issue, and I'd like to hear from the board on availability, if that's possible, et cetera, et cetera.
Mr. Chair, before you do that, we've received word from the consultants that they will not be able to have everything done in time for a meeting on the 19th. Now, we haven't spoken to them directly. This is just from our water agency. You can still go ahead and poll the board, but,
Yeah.
and then give us time to talk to the consultants
Sure.
to see.
It somewhat pulls the rug out from underneath my argument there that I'd like to have this back as quick as possible, and so that'd be the following meeting of February 26th, is that correct?
So there's no meeting on the 19th.
That's correct.
26.
Mr. Chairman, before we
Sure.
conclude, I think it's worth one more conversation with the contractor to see if there's anything we can do. So at this point, my calendar on the 19th is available, preferably in the morning, and if we can at least pull the board, and if that's a possibility, then we can play it by ear with Entrex and see where we are.
That's what I would recommend, and then we can consult with the chair.
Leave that as a possibility.
I can be available.
You could be available, I can be available, Supervisor Delbar. How about Supervisor Smith?
I would be available, but I believe in checking my schedule just in the afternoon.
And I would target this special meeting, one issue item to be at 1:30.
Okay.
So to make it easy and convenient to the board. Supervisor Colfax,
1:30 sounds good.
you be available? Okay. So CEO takes notice of those availabilities, and if the opportunity, please, I'd like to act on this as quickly as possible. So otherwise, unfortunately, and much to my frustration, we'll look at the 26th as the firm date to take action on this item
We're in standby mode.
for the 19th. That's correct. Other items of discussion were scheduled for April 8th as an off-site meeting, the first of the year. It's been offered for the County Museum at Willits. Is there any discussion possibly from the area supervisor of maybe a different location? Supervisor Smith first.
And to the chair, this is, the date again is April 8th. Yes, I spoke recently with some coastal individuals, and they were hoping to have it on the coast in Fort Bragg on the 8th, if that would be possible. I think we have 3 scheduled as out of the area
April
ones.
8th, August 5th, and October 7th.
So maybe could we do the coast for the 8th, Fort Bragg, and then do an Willits inland one or wherever maybe Supervisor Pinchos would like to select for the 3rd district, and do that in August, and then back to maybe the 5th district on the 7th of October.
Any objection to
work?
that slight change
3 off-site meetings for the year.
for the year? Is
I
that,
mean, yeah, I mean, frankly, it's not really important to me that we even have the meeting in Willits. It's like, why would we want to pack up and go 20 minutes up the hill? Look, I support the meeting on the coast.
Okay.
And maybe if David wants one down on the south coast. But the reality of it is, I mean, I'm not, if the board wants to go up to Willits to the museum and have a tour, that'd be fine, but it's not imperative to me that it has to be in Willits. It's, in a way, it's kind of, there's a lot of staff effort involved to go up there.
Okay.
And it's not that far away, really. People from my district, if they have the ability to get to Willits, they have the ability to get on down here to Ukiah, so.
We
Okay.
did that last year. We did the tour in
Sure.
the museum.
Sure. Well, how about we just take up the April 8th date of being on the coast?
Is that okay?
And then as we progress through the year, we can take another look at this and go from there.
Yeah.
Is that all right with
Yeah.
everybody? Okay, April 8th will be in Fort Bragg, then on the